Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Ottawa Senators franchise mode. So, in last episode, we had the off season, and we had to let go of quite a few big names. So, Chuck, White, and I think that might have been it. Yeah, basically Chuck and White. So, our roster looks actually pretty good still, despite losing those players. So, we got a lot of good youth players in this lineup, and I'm hoping Plekhanov could still produce even without his line mates. So, Lokt might be able to help set him up a lot. Baumgartner is also a really good young guy that should be growing, I'd assume. So once we get some growth, maybe this roster is going to look even better than it is now. So yeah, that is our lineup. And in scratch, we got Formenton and Bergman. And then in the AHL, our lines look like this. We got some good prospects down there. I'm hoping for some jump up in growth from Ekholm and LaRose, if possible. And then obviously from our goaltending prospect, Nikolai Kuleshov, so because he's in the AHL for this first season. So let's start up the season simulation. We're gonna go to the end of the preseason, or well, actually 5 games into the season, and then we're gonna be looking at our lines again quickly just to make sure the overalls are what they say they are. And then we're gonna actually get we're gonna try and get all the season done in this episode, or a big chunk of it, because this is the first of 4 pre-recorded episodes, because literally when you guys are seeing this episode, it's going to be on a Tuesday. There's going to be another episode on Friday when I leave for Mexico, and then there's going to be 2 videos out while I'm in Mexico. So okay, so this preseason, and we're off to a good start in the preseason. Not that it's going to necessarily continue into the regular season, but we are 5-1 so far. Hopefully Chuck and White didn't sign with like a rival, like the Leafs or something. And okay, so really good preseason, because I think we just won like 6-1 or something like that. Let's see these first 5 games of the regular season. A loss to Detroit 5-2. Game against San Jose. 3 straight home games. Wow, actually a 5-game homestand to start the season. So hopefully we can get some W's here. We've lost both of them so far. One of them in overtime. There's another loss. Damn, this team is not assimilating that well to start off. Hopefully we could pick up our footing a bit. Another loss. Damn, 0-3-1 so far. I wonder what our struggle is. And game against Buffalo is another loss. So in our first 5 games, we are 0-4-1. Damn, that is really bad. And there's another loss too, actually. 0-4-2 in our first 6 games. And Plekhanov is under point per game, but he's got already 3 goals. So let's quickly save this. And then we are going to take a look at the lines, make sure everybody's good in overall. Hopefully some players aren't worse than it says they are. So, let's see. So Baumgartner's up to an 84, so I'll take that. That's pretty good. Loktyanov, we still don't know what his overall is yet. But Kanov is up to a 91, liking that. Considering he's still got 3 years. Pushkarov in 82. Okay, not too bad. Logan Brown dropped to an 83. That's weird. Jansen's actually an 82. Wow. Okay, so he's gonna go all the way up to here. Kaliev dropped to an 81. Mironov an 81. But our team still looks pretty good. Bold an 80. Not bad. Defensively, Chabot 89, Sergachev 88. Those guys we're gonna rely on a lot. Foot 84, Wisniewski 83, McCutcheon 79, and Rask 80. And in terms of goaltending, Blackwood's actually 79, and Fowler grew to an 88. Nice. Scratched, it doesn't really matter about. And then, yeah, AHL-wise doesn't really matter at the moment. Okay, so let's just continue with the season simulation. We got a solid-looking roster. It's just our team's not producing at the moment, it seems like. Because nobody's over point per game. Maybe we just don't have the offensive stud other than Plekhanov, really. Which we don't, kind of. So, let's go all the way up to the next month. Game against Chicago, and we finally get our first win, and it's a nice 8-4 over the Blackhawks. Game against Colorado is another win. Okay, there you go. We're getting some wins now together. There's 3 straight wins, and then there's a loss to Anaheim. Okay, Paul Bowl, he was never injured. Game against Columbus, who is doing also pretty bad, and we beat them 4-1. Can we beat Nashville? Yes, we beat them in overtime. So, despite having a really slow start, we managed to win a couple games in a row there. And now we're 5-5-2. Hopefully that can continue here in November. So let's go all the way up to the 1st of December. We're going to not check the standings and stuff like that till, let's say, December. No, actually, should we do that December the 1st? Maybe January the 1st. I don't know. Oh, that is not good. So Chabot has been injured. So we're going to have to put in Bergman. But damn, that's a big loss to the team on that defensive core. So Bergman, you can come in. And then we're going to put Foot up to where that is. Let's see. Wow, Chabot's everywhere. He's even an extra attacker. We're just going to put Bergman in all those spots just so it's easier to replace him. But damn. And then, let's see, shootout. Wow, even in the shootout, okay. I wonder if Plekhanov's now considered our captain because we let go of, like, the captain from last year. I didn't want to go to scratch, goddammit. So, yeah, Plekhanov might be our captain this year. I didn't even check that, but I would assume he is, just based on him being the best overall player on our team. Game against New Jersey, who are doing really good, actually, so far. And we lose to them. Yeah, it's kind of a back and forth season right at the moment. Like, we're going on winning streaks and then we're going on losing streaks. Like, now we're on a 3-game losing streak. Game against Boston. Come on, guys, let's get some wins again. And Chabot is back. That is good news. Maybe that's why we were losing games, because our defense is... Yeah, Bergman's looking like a 75. I don't know even why he had, like, that glitch where he was signed for, like, 8 years or whatever it was. Because that makes no sense, especially on a 2-way deal. Lou Joseph, that's one of our good prospects down there. He has been injured. We're going to go replace player. Okay, yeah, we're still kind of struggling a bit this month for wins. There's back-to-back wins now, though. Yeah, this team's all over the place at the moment. But then again, it's a young team. They're going to go on winning streaks. They're going to have their, like, ups, and then they're going to have their downs. But back-to-back games with 7 goals. So our offense is definitely capable of scoring, which is good. Considering how young they were, I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to produce that, like, at that good of a rate. So Sequeiros, I think you're actually originally up here. And then Butler, get out of there. And Joseph, you go in there. Game against Chicago, who we beat with 8 goals last time we played them. We lose to them in a shootout. Still, these last 4 games of the month, there's another win. Game against Vancouver, the defending Cup champions, smoke us 6-1. Boston, it's a win. Yeah, we're all over the place with this season so far. Like, I don't know what to really make of how we're producing because it's kind of back and forth. So we are 13-11-3 at December the 1st. Let's just take an updated look at the standings after I quickly save this because I don't want to, like, lose all this. Because if for some reason, like, my video glitches out, then I could technically start from this point, I think. So, let's see, where are we in terms of the standings? We are currently actually in the first wildcard spot, so we're actually producing pretty good. And Plekhanov, once again, over point per game, 32 points in 27 games. Damn, he's 5 points over point per game. Hopefully he can continue that throughout the rest of the season. Because maybe he's the driving force that'll get us to the playoffs. Well, at least like him and Chabot, and maybe Fowler's even playing really good in between the pipes because he's up to an 88. There's a shootout win over Columbus and a win over Boston, Buffalo. Oh my god, Fowler, why are you getting injured all the time? So Fowler's been injured for the 2nd straight season, this time with a pulled groin. So this youngster might be one of those guys that just get injured a whole lot. That's not good. We're going to have to call up Kuleshov, who is playing in the AHL. He's going to have to play backup to Mackenzie Blackwood. Oh, well, at least he's getting experience, but still. And at least that injury to Fowler was not as long-term as the one that we had last year, because the one last year is the one that screwed up our playoff chances. And then we're going to put in Zimmerman, I guess. So there you go. Yeah, everything's good with that. Game against Toronto, and we beat them as well. Nicely done. Hopefully Blackwood is a solid backup. He can get us some W's or something. There's a 7-4 loss, not that good. And Baumgartner's now been injured till December the 27th. Damn, that's another bad injury because it's one of our better offensive players. So, Pushkarev, we're going to move you up since you're more offensively minded. Yeah, you know what? We're going to put Fajimo there. Why not? And then for Menton, you could come in and just substitute in all lines. Extra attackers. Damn. Yeah, these are two big players to lose to injury. Where are you, Formenton? There you go. Okay, so game against the Islanders, who are doing really bad, and we beat them 5-2. Good job, Blackwood or Kuleshov. I don't know if Kuleshov's even played yet. Game against Tampa Bay is a 4-3 win. Good job, guys. Yeah, we're definitely playing good hockey, it seems like, at points. Like, we're going on winning streaks when we win games. Well, actually, now we just lost a game. Game against San Jose is a loss, even though they're well below 500. Come on, we need Fowler back from injury. There's a win over Arizona. Game against Calgary is a shootout loss, so at least we got an 8-point out of it. Game against the Rangers, I'd assume Fowler's going to be back soon at least. Clefbaum got injured. Now that's the backup goalie in the AHL. Damn. What's with all these goalies getting injured? Usually that doesn't happen that often. So multiple players on Ottawa are eligible to be dressed, so that is good news. That means both of the players are back, I think. So Formenton get out of the lineup, I think. Yeah, because Baumgartner's a right winger, right? Yep. So Baumgartner, you can go in here. And then defensively, well, not defensively, goaltending-wise, I'm going to have to also send down Kuleshov so he could play back down there in the minors. Fowler is back. And then we're going to go to roster moves. Hopefully this episode's not too long. So we're going to have to send down Kuleshov. He's probably going to lose morale for that, but he was only called up for... Yeah, why do they lose morale always? He was only called up just to give, like, us a chance, maybe, because he's actually not that bad of a goalie. So, Zimmerman... Oh, wait, actually, that's why. Damn. I was wondering why Cornet was in, but the thing is, because Clefbaum got injured as well. Okay, so game against Florida. Come on, guys, we need some W's. Set ourselves up for maybe a playoff appearance. There's a loss against Florida. Can we beat Vancouver? Yes, we beat them in overtime. And Clefbaum is back for the AHL club. That's good news because he's a solid backup actually to Kuleshov. So I think he's only got backup potential though, right? Yep, he's got backup potential. So he's not going to be an NHLer probably, but whatever. Okay, so at January the 1st, we're 20-16-4. How does the standings look now? Are we still in the wildcard spot? Yes, we are with 44 points. But there is teams literally right on our ass, like especially Carolina, 43 points for them. And Lokt over point per game. Wow. I guess maybe whoever plays with Plekhanov automatically produces really good because Lokt has over point per game for the first time in his career. So, yeah, 45 points. I think he had that much all of last year, and that was on the second line. So, I guess just playing players with Plekhanov really works. So, let's go another month. We might not make any trades this year, and Baumgartner's been injured again. Let's just go replace player. Because maybe Formenton will produce really good on that first line still. So, we shut out Vegas 3-0, and then we lose to LA in shootout. This is a big game against Carolina, especially for standings purposes. So Formenton's actually 76, so he's not that good. Baumgartner, there you go. Game against Carolina is a 4-3 loss in regulation. Damn, that sucks. Can we beat Washington? Yes, we can. 5-0. Come on, let's go on a good winning streak here. Like, let's win like 5 games in a row or something. There you go. There's 3 wins in a row. Okay. Maybe I'm predicting the future here. Game against Dallas is another win. So that's 4 straight wins. Can we make it 5 in a row? Oh, Tampa Bay doesn't get it to be 5. That was close though. And then we lose to LA in the shootout for the second time this month. So we are setting ourselves up for maybe making the playoffs if we can continue this. We got still 3 games this month at the end. Philadelphia, New Jersey, and New York. So those are 3 teams that we should probably try and beat, because obviously being in the Metropolitan Division, they have a chance to kind of make the playoffs as well. The Flyers are playing really good, and we beat them. Nice. Game against New Jersey, who's also playing really good. And we lose to them in regulation. How about the Islanders, who are doing really bad? And you know what? I don't care about Brashear that much. And I don't know if we beat them or not. Yes, we beat them 4-3. So 27, 19, and 6. And we are up to the 3rd spot now, not even in the wildcard position. And Lokt still over point per game. I'm liking that first line's playing really good. I'm assuming Lokt is just getting a lot of assists because the fact that he's playing with Plekhanov, because Plekhanov is a really good shooter and he's a really good passer. So the two might be a good like dynamic duo for like years to come. Okay, so let's go all the way up to the deadline now. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be making any trades in this episode just because I want to get the entire season done with. And I need to record like 3 other episodes, so at least I have stuff while I'm gone in Mexico. Game against St. Louis. It's taking a while to load here. Did we lose somebody to injury or something? Hello, simulation. Why are you taking so long? Yes, we beat St. Louis. Nice. There's no injury. Game against the Flyers. And we beat them. Wow, okay. So we're beating really good teams too. And we're now 30, 20, and 6. This is a good rebound year from last year. Because last year at this point in time, I think is when, well, actually it was a little bit earlier than this. I think that we lost Fowler to injury for a long time, and that's what made us miss the playoffs. There's back-to-back losses, or 3 straight losses technically. 4 straight. Come on, guys, find your footing. You can do this. That's the mark of a good team, and to be able to find ourselves in a struggle. There's a win over the Rangers. Can we beat Boston? Oh, we lose to Boston somehow. Come on, guys. Get at least these 2 wins before the deadline. Marcus Peterson is on waivers. I don't really think we need him. He might be a good depth defenseman, or top 6 defenseman, but I'm not going to scratch somebody, so we're going to decline that. Okay, so let's decline that. Game against Vegas. And then we got the Islanders, and then we're playing Toronto on the deadline. Sorry if my voice is trying to go on me. It's because it's kind of early in the morning. Game against Vegas. It's on home ice as well. Come on, guys. And we beat them 4-3. Good job, boys. How about the Islanders? Can we beat them? No, we don't. So we're 32, 25, and 7 at the deadline. So it's looking good so far, but we're still in a wild card spot by like 2 points because Boston's really close. Or not Boston, Philadelphia is really close. And holy crap, Lokt 71 points in 64 games. Damn, that first line is, like, no matter who it is, seems to be playing really good with Plekhanov. Because last year was Colin White and Tkachuk. Like, the first line last year was comprised for over 200 points, I think. And this year it looks like they're going to not slow down, even though it's technically a complete different line now. So, yeah, we're not going to make any trades. Let's go to March the 1st quickly. Just get these last 2 games this month done. And we lose to Toronto. Come on, boys. Find your offense. You could do this. And Montreal is a win. Nice. Okay, so now comes the stretch. If we could get some wins here, we could make the playoffs. So let's go these 2 weeks. Games against Winnipeg, Minnesota, and Buffalo on home ice. We beat Winnipeg. We lose to Minnesota. Can we beat Buffalo, though? Buffalo's a team that's kind of chasing us a bit, I think, as well. Come on, boys. Just get a W here against Buffalo. And we beat them 6-2. Game against Tampa Bay, we beat 6-3. Good. So divisional teams were beating Buffalo again. You know what? I don't really care about the HL club that much. And we lose to Buffalo there. Can we beat Pittsburgh? No, we lose to Pittsburgh, so we're 36-29 at 7. Let's just take a look at the standings again. How are we for that? We're still in the wild card spot by 2 points. And Philadelphia's got a game in hand over us. Carolina also is in the Carolina is actually in the last wildcard spot by 2 points as well. So a game against Carolina and Philadelphia would be insane at this point in time, which we don't have any more games against them. So let's go 1 week at a time here. We got 4 games this month against divisional teams and stuff like that as well. Well, not divisional teams, but against teams that are in the conference. So we lose to Anaheim in a shootout. That's not good, but we win against Pittsburgh and we beat Washington. So those are 2 huge W's. Can we beat St. Louis? Yes, we can. 3-game winning streak in 4 straight games with at least a point. Let's go another week game against Toronto and Pittsburgh again. We have 3 games against Pittsburgh this month. And we beat Toronto. This is a good winning streak here. This is probably going to help us make the playoffs. Game against Pittsburgh. Come on, guys. And we lose to them 2-0. Still 2 games left this month. Let's do these ones. They're both divisional games as well. Oh my god, why does Wisniewski get injured at the wrong time always? But it's only till April the 9th. Oh man. He's probably blocking a lot of shots still and getting injured that way. And we get 2 W's, so I think that's going to clinch us a playoff spot. At least it should. No, we have not clinched a playoff spot yet because Philadelphia's still on our ass. No, they're not. We might be really close to clinching though. So let's just go all the way up to the next game against Tampa Bay. We got these last 2 games, I think. Yeah, last 2 games of the season. Advance a day. Come on, guys. Get a W here, or at least get a point. And we lose 3-1. But we still clinch. So that is good because they must have lost. So we are making it to the playoffs this year. Hopefully we could get past the first round. Game against Toronto to end off the season. And we lose to them 3-2. So we make the playoffs with 92 points. And Lokt was over point per game this season with 87 points, it said. Okay, so before we see who we're up against in the first round, let's just take a look at our player stats. Let's make sure we actually we'll see who we're up against first, but we won't take a look at the lines yet. Just because I want to get this, make sure all the standings and stuff is done with. So, who are we going up against in the first round of the postseason? Wisniewski's back right for the playoffs. That's good news. Because obviously I don't want to be playing Bergman in the lineup instead. So Bergman, get out of there. And in comes Wisniewski. There you go. So we're on like a clean bill of health for the playoffs, which is good news too. And we're taking on the New Jersey Devils in the first round of the playoffs. Damn, those bring back some good memories of the early 2000s with like Brodeur and whatnot. So let's take a look at our player stats, and we're going to sort by each position. We're not going to look at anything so far. So center-wise, Lokt 87 points in 82 games. Damn. Yeah, that first line must have been really good. 30 goals, 57 assists. Damn. Yeah, I'm really liking this guy. Because we took him at 25th overall. And he's playing like that. That's really good. Logan Brown, 38 points. And he was a +0. So, well, an even 0. Which is good because last year he was like a -23. Brohorkin, 25 points. Only 3 goals. Jansen, 22 points in his rookie season. Good job, Jansen. Left winger wise, Peyton Osgood, 49 points this year. That kind of came out of nowhere because I think last year, how much points did he have last year? 36 points. He was actually on the uprise, so that's pretty good. Pushkarev, 42 points. Vajamo, 18 points. And Formenton, 1 goal in 8 games. Right wing wise, Pukanov, 80 points in 82 games. So he actually didn't do as good as I expected him to. But he had 47 goals this year. Definitely a really good goal scorer. Like, look at all these goals. Like, this guy's this guy's insane. He was almost point per game this year, but 47 goals. Really liking that. Baumgartner, 72 points. So, yeah, he played pretty good on that first line. He was actually almost point per game as well because he missed, like, 8 games. Mironov, 57 points. Kaliev, 27 points. And Bull, 26 points on the fourth line. Wow. Defensively, Chabot, 45 points. Calfoot 20 points. Sergachev only 18 points. Wow, that's weird. Vishnevsky 11 points. McCutcheon 10 points. Rask 5 points. And Bergman no points. Goaltending wise, Fowler 27, 24, and 6. 3 shutouts, a 9.13 save percentage, and a 2.59 goals against average. And Blackwood 16, 12, and 2 with a 9.14 save percentage and 2.56 goals against average and 2 shutouts. So we didn't play that great defensively this season, but we managed to make the playoffs based on our offense. Okay, so let's take a look at the standings, see what did what for us, and then we'll take a look at the Devils lines, and that'll be it for this episode. So in terms of the entire league, where did we actually finish? Probably just barely in the playoff spot, right? Yeah, 14th. Not bad. So goals for per game on average, we were actually not that good. We were maybe around the middle. 2.87 goals per game. Goals against per game. Okay, we're actually a really good defensive team. More than I expected. One of the best goals against average in the league. Top 5. Yeah, 5th. Power play wise, holy crap. Our power play must have went off. Yeah, our power play was also top 5 in the league. 24.6%. And our penalty kill was really bad. Yeah, our penalty kill, that's where we let in goals, I think. 76.8%. And we were really bad on home ice, but really good on the road. Okay. So now that we've seen the stats, let's take a look at the Devils lines, see what we're up against for the first round of the playoffs. Hopefully this year is our year, and hopefully we could somehow get past this first round this year. Because I know New Jersey was a really good team during the regular season, it was saying. So, Hall, Hishe, and Sprong. It's a pretty good first line. Oland Kerfoot, who's apparently out with an injury, but I don't know if he is. And Jesper Bratt. Okay. Sidor, McLeod, and Bukestad, Gregor, Bolquist, and McCann. Like, a lot of these guys I don't think are actually that good. So they might be overrated. Like, these guys might actually not be that good. Defensively, Kaminsky. Oh yeah, this guy. Wasn't he like a top pick? 3rd overall. So Kaminsky and Severson. There's the Cody Tkachuk guy that we could have technically drafted. He's only a medium top 4, it's looking like. How's he been producing? Can I even check his stats from here? Yeah, he's not much of an offensive defenseman, but still really good defensively. Will Butcher, Ty Smith, and Nikita Zaitsev. Goaltending wise, they got Korpisalo and Tuukka Rask. And then scratch, they got Strome, McNabb, and Jacob Peltier. So overall wise, I'm not actually that scared of what their team looks like, but they might have more experience than us. So I guess we'll have to find out how they simulate when we play them in next episode. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.